We are all set. Yeah.
Okay. Shall we start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good morning, all of our participation, honorable college trustees, respected Dr. Principal Kakde sir, and today's our respected resource person, Dr. Vijay Kumar Shivpuri sir. We are welcoming you on behalf of our college, Anandibai Raurane Arts Commerce Science College, Vaibhavadi District, Sindhudurga, to online one-day national webinar on intellectual property rights and entrepreneurship. Today's our resource person is Professor Vijay Kumar Shivpuri sir from Latur. He is a well-known speaker and director of Patlex Business Solution. He is a mastery on innovation, laws, patents, and research and development activities. He is a registered patent agent of the Indian Patent Office. He has 13 years of the experience in pharma industry. I am requesting our Honorable Joint Secretary of Maharana Pratap Shikshan Sanstha, Sri Shailendra Rao Rane sir, to give the best wishes to our webinar. Please, sir, Dipali, please join the Shailendra sir, please.
Shailendra sir, unmute the mic.
Good morning to all of you. It is my pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of Maharana Pratap Singh Shikshan Sanstha for today's national online webinar. Honorable Resource Person Dr. Vijay Kumar Shivpuri, respected principal, professors and all delegates, I welcome you all for
मला वाटतं त्यांचा संपर्क तुटलाय सर काकडे सर.
होय का?
हां सर. सर मे बी यू कॅन स्टार्ट विथ शैलेंद्र सरांना. त्यांचा नेटवर्क नाहीये.
ते जॉईन होईपर्यंत मी स्टार्ट करू का?
हां सर प्लीज, दॅट वुड बी बेटर आय थिंक. या
हां चालेल. तोपर्यंत मग त्यांना अनम्यूट करून ठेवा मग जर आले तर.
सर ते ऑलरेडी अनम्यूटच आहेत. हां
ओके ओके. कॅन आय स्टार्ट सर?
येस प्लीज सर.
Hello everyone. Good morning to all. Let me extend a hearty welcome all the delegates, Honorable Joint Secretary Sri Shailendra Rao Rane, and today's resource person Mr. Vijay Kumar Shivpuri, and all the delegates who have participated in this webinar. Today's webinar is on intellectual property right and entrepreneurship. Is organized by IPAC and Library Department of Anandibai Rao Rane Arts, Commerce and Science College, Vaibhavadi, run by Maharana Pratap Singh Shikshan Sanstha, Mumbai. Our college is permanently affiliated to University of Mumbai, offers 14 undergraduate and 3 postgraduate programs in Arts, Commerce and Science. Our college is accredited with B grade in second cycle of NEC and now facing the third cycle, and also have standard ISO 9001:2015 certification. Also UGC 2F12B recognition. Our college is a co-educated grant-in-aid college catering to the needs of rural, socioeconomically disadvantaged sections of the society, and is located in eco-friendly rural hilly environment and maintains a harmonious relationship with all stakeholders. Friends, this is the first webinar which is online. Our college is venturing to organize. The topic of webinar is relevant in the present scenario. We all know that 21st century belongs to the era of the knowledge economy and the role of the intellect. Any country's ability to translate knowledge into innovation and then commercialize it will determine its future. Therefore, issues of generation, evaluation, protection, and exploitation of intellectual property have become critically important all over the world. Policymakers around the world are laying great emphasis on creating a robust intellectual property right regime and an ecosystem that encourage innovation. Recently, I attended a one-week faculty development program on innovations, intellectual property right, and entrepreneurship organized by Pillai College, where Mr. Vijay Kumar Shivpuje sir was the resource person. He delivered excellent lectures on IPR for continuous 7 days. I was extremely impressed by his knowledge and expertise and thoughts. Shivpuje sir is the right eminent resource person for today's webinar so that his knowledge will reach to the number of academicians and researchers. Sir is very well known in the field of IPR, and he helps the research students to file the patent. I take this opportunity to announce 2 more online programs organized in the next week. One, 7 days FDP on research methodology, which from 25th to 31st May, and second, a national e-conference on development and movement in Maharashtra from 1960 to 2020. Finally, I thank the council members of Maharana Pratap Singh Shikshan Samstha management, and especially Honorable Vinodji Tavade Sahib, ex-Education Minister of Maharashtra and President of our MPSS management, for their valuable motivation and support to organize these online programs. Thank you, one and all. Stay home and stay safe. Wagmare sir.
So I think Shailendra sir has joined us. Yes, Shailendra sir, please.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Good morning to all of you. It is my pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of Maharana Pratap Singh Shikshan Samstha for today's national online webinar. Honorable Resource Person Dr. Vijay Kumar Shivpuje, respected principal, professors, and all delegates. I welcome you all for today's webinar on Intellectual Property Right Act and Entrepreneurship, organized by Library Section and Internal Quality Assurance Cell of our Anandibai Ravrane Arts, Commerce, Science College, Vaibhavwadi. Dear friends, during this lockdown period, webinars have become important platform for sharing knowledge and information. I appreciate the efforts taken by Principal Dr. C.S. Kakade, IQAC team and library team, inclusive of Mr. Kishore Wagmare, Mr. Dnyaneshwar Shirsat, and Dr. Vijay Paithane for organizing today's webinar. In today's global marketplace, the business dynamics are changing at rapid pace. Global competition is the new reality. The world economy has witnessed many transformations due to changing conditions in every aspect of business. Intellectual property plays eminent role in any business entity and lies at the core of it. Knowledge has become a crucial factor in differentiating enterprises from their competitors. 21st century has been called as a century of knowledge, as Henry Ford has rightly stated that the only real security a man has in today's world is the reservoir of knowledge. However, it is of utmost importance that this reservoir is well protected. IP assets are very important business aspects or very important business assets which gives organization a competitive advantage over its competitors. I sincerely hope this webinar will help the participants to understand how knowledge can be converted into property and how property of knowledge can be legally protected. I wish all the best to the organizing team and delegates for making this webinar a successful event. Thank you very much and thanks for your participation. Over to organizing committee.
Thank you so much, Shailendra sir. I think Wagmare sir is not, I mean, there is some network issue for him. I can't see him right in this list of participants. So without wasting much time, with your kind permission, shall I start with the session, Kakre sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Good morning, everyone. My name is Vijay Kumar Shivpuje, and I'm patent agent, patent attorney. Basically, I worked with pharmaceutical industry for long. Thereafter, I started my own venture 2 years back. Based in a small town in Maharashtra, Latur, and I've been operating in the area of intellectual property rights here since last 3 years as such. With the kind permission of the Honorable Shailendraji Rani sir, the Joint Secretary for Maharana Pratap Shikshan Sanstha, Mumbai, as well as Honorable Dr. Chandrakant Kakade sir, the principal at Anandibai Ramrani Arts, Commerce and Science College, Vaibhavwadi, District Sindhudurga. I must thank everyone for joining us for this particular session, as well as I must thank the organizers for providing me this particular opportunity to present myself or speak about intellectual property rights, as well as the entrepreneurship as such. I'm going to cover almost these two topics in extensive details. Just one request for all is that don't put any comments in the chat option. Just ask the questions if you have, and we'll be taking all the questions at the end of the session. First session ke baad, all the questions from the first IPR related session, and thereafter related to entrepreneurship related questions. Also, we would be making the entire video available, this recording available to every one of you via our YouTube channel that is already available, and we'll be sharing the link of the YouTube video with each one of you. So only questions in the chat option that would help us to take more questions. So let me start with the actual session. As I mentioned, I'm a patent agent, I'm a patent expert. I've been practicing patents since long. Usually what happens is when we speak about intellectual property rights as a concept, in that case, most of the time we are confused with the concept of patent with intellectual property rights. Frankly speaking, intellectual property rights is a really broader concept which has lots of other things beyond patents as well, that we are going to see with some live examples as well. As Honorable Kakade sir mentioned, actually he had an opportunity to attend the 7 days webinar actually. So if you ever had an opportunity to hear me earlier or have attended any of my live sessions or at any webinar, then few of the slides may be kind of a repetition. Reason being, I'm speaking on the same topic, I believe again, but still I have tried to incorporate some information which would be unique, which would be for the local conditions. Actually, when I got call from the institute for conducting the particular workshop or the webinar, to be honest, I was not sure. Vaibhavwadi district Sindhudurg manna ek request hai to have a program on IPR. As I have been working in the area of intellectual property rights, it is like most of the people just can't think of IPR beyond NAC and NBA or NIRF ranking, touch up beyond people may not think about intellectual property rights, but that is so crucial as far as Shailendra sir mentioned in his inaugural speech as such. It is so much significant or important that we'll try to understand with some few examples as well. As I mentioned, IP is just not about patents. IP is a really very broad concept which is related to each and every part of our life actually. Intellectual property rights as such as a word is actually sab logon ko we all of know actually. Out of this, at least we know property. What does it mean by property, right? So basically property is something जिसका कुछ value होता है. Like for example, हमारा land है, हमारे पास घर में जो gold होता है, या हमारा खुद का घर है, हमारी कार है, या हमारे पास जो phone है, iPhone है, that can also be considered as a property. I'm speaking about general property. Now, then the second term that is here in the intellectual property rights is the rights. Rights means legal rights. जैसे for example मेरे पास कोई phone है, okay, मेरे पास iPhone है, that point of time, how would I actually tell someone, or how can I show that I legally own this particular iPhone? Now that can be actually done through when you buy an iPhone or any item, that point of time आपको एक receipt मिलता है shopkeeper से या websites. That receipt acts as a legal proof that you own that particular thing. So वो आपके property के rights है. जैसे for example कार है, कार का जब आपने purchase किया डीलर से, आपके नाम पे बिल मिलता है, या फिर आपका land है या प्लॉट है तो उसका आपका रजिस्ट्री आपके नाम पे होता है. दैट इज अ लीगल प्रूफ दैट यू ओन इट. ओके, दैट्स द प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स. बट व्हाट अबाउट नाउ वी हैव सर ने एक बहुत अच्छी बात बोली शैलेंद्र सर ने, व्हिच वाज अबाउट नॉलेज बेस्ड इकोनॉमी. नॉलेज इटसेल्फ इज एक्चुअली प्रॉपर्टी नाउअडेज. वी नो बेस्ड ऑन नॉलेज the businesses can be actually run. Now when we speak about this knowledge, we know that it's more about intellectual, or in typical language what we call it as creativity as such. First of all, creativity is not confined to science. creativity can be from any of the domains. We'll see this also with some examples as well. So for your creativity of your mind, creativity of your brain, जो चीज प्रोटेक्ट करता है उसको इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स बोलते हैं. जैसे आपके लैंड के लिए रजिस्ट्री है, वैसे आपके दिमाग में जो आइडिया है उसके लिए इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स है. Intellectual property rights are of different types. Actually, if you see as a concept, I said intellectual property rights has got three words: property, intellectual, and rights. That is the reason you have lawyers involved in IP, creators or the scientists are involved, and then there are business people as well. So these are three separate, I would say, aspects of intellectual property rights. Moving on, as I mentioned, when we speak about creators, जो creativity होता है, who is a creator? A scientist who develops a product in a lab, puts his 6 or 7 or 8 years to do PhD. He is also a creator. वो knowledge create कर रहा है या कुछ ideas उसकी generate हो रही है. Beyond that, everyone knows A.R. Rahman, right? A.R. Rahman, is he a creator? Yes, absolutely. A.R. Rahman is also a creator. He creates music. He is a different type of creator compared to the what a scientist does. Everyone would agree on that. We have next example for this, and if you know this guy is Dr. Kumar Vishwas, beyond a politician. He's a great poet. Now a poet, is he creative enough? Yes, he is also creative. Beyond a scientist का जो creativity है वो अलग है. A.R. रहमान का जो creativity है वो अलग है. कुमार विश्वास का जो creativity है वो भी अलग है. Then we have another example. Everyone knows him very much. Mr. Arnab Goswami, the news anchor, वो भी creative है. In what context? In fact, we have one example of Arnab Goswami as well when we will actually discuss the different types of intellectual property rights. Then we have Manish Malhotra. He's a fashion designer. He is also creative. He is involved into the creativity with respect to the fashion designing as such. So his creativity is different from Kumar Vishwas, Arnab Goswami, A.R. Rahman, or a scientist working in a lab. ये छोटी सी लड़की याद है अभी मेरे ख्याल से देयर वाज अ पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम ऑन सोनी चैनल जिसने ये लड़की बहुत अच्छे से गाती है. शी वाज द विनर एक्चुअली, लाइक मेरे ख्याल से सुपरस्टार सिंगर वाज द प्रोग्राम. 9-year-old गर्ल प्रीति भट्टाचार्य जी, and she sings so well. Inherent उसकी एक ability है या उसमें कुछ कोई उसके दिमाग में कुछ ऐसे है जिसकी वजह से उसकी आवाज इतनी अच्छी है. She is also creative. Now when we have so many different types of creativity, so many people who are involved into different types of creativities, that point of time we also have different types of intellectual property rights. Each type of intellectual property right is dependent on different types of creativity. So we have patent, which is well known or is synonymously used with intellectual property rights as such. Patent is for inventions, जो संशोधन बोलते हैं हम, या what we call typically with respect to science, technology, IT, chemical, nutraceuticals, softwares, automobiles, biotechnology, all these fields, basically which are research-based industries or sectors, therein patent plays an important role. Patent is usually used synonymously with intellectual property rights, but let me tell you, patent is just one kind of intellectual property rights. There are lots of other kinds of intellectual property rights. Like for example, in the music industry, in the arts, photography, writers, painters, all these, इनका जो भी creativity है, that is protected under something called as copyright, and which is, as I mentioned, is different from the patent as such. If you remember the movie Three Idiots movie में, we had different types of creativities actually. The character Funsuk Wangdu was a scientist. He had lots of patents filed in his name. Similarly, his two other friends, one was a blogger, writer, and the next one was photographer actually. Now, for the other two, the right kind of IP is copyright, and the first one, the Mr. Funsuk Wangdu, for him, the right kind of IP, intellectual property rights, is patents. Okay, then copyright is usually shown by a word C in a circle. C in a circle. हम लोग बहुत सी बार देखते हैं, जैसे मूवी देखने जाते हैं या न्यूज़पेपर में भी आप अगर देखते हो, तो देयर वुड बी अ सी रिटन इन सर्कल, एंड जिसका ओनरशिप है उसका नाम वहां पे होता है. So that's what copyright is about. Copyright का significance is way more in the entire Bollywood industry or television industry, newspaper industry, the painters and all these are writers, even your research articles or an article that you are writing, all these are dependent on the copyright as a I would say as a kind of IP right. Now, next type of IP right that we have, which is for all the kinds of logos of products or taglines or brand names, and that is called as a trademark. Like for example, when I had an opportunity to go through the website of the institute, what they have got actually as a logo is Maharana Pratap Shikshan Sanstha, and there is a sun actually, Vidya Param Devatam, ऐसे लिखा हुआ है, Maharana Pratap Singh Shikshan Sanstha, Mumbai. Now what happens is, trademark, this is a part of a trademark. Any logo is a part of a trademark. Now this is so much significance as far as business is concerned. For example, what happens is, as an institute, or the institute is doing good, let's say, what happens is someone may come up with the same name actually, and using that name they can start the educational institution as well. If an institute which has been working in the same area for last 15 years, the kind of reputation they have generated, someone may use that reputation, and although they may not provide that kind of, I would say, the quality, still they can actually use that. This is stopped by something called as a trademark. Trademark is something which is with respect to the brand name or logo. Of course, as I mentioned, we'll see lots of examples actually, wherein the kind of examples for trademark also we'll see. Then we have something called geographical indication, which is very much significant or important for rural economy as such, for the agriculture product, handicraft, food products, skilled workers का skill set जो है. We'll also see what is meant by geographical indication. Also, we have something called industrial design, which is for external appearance of a good. For example, jewelry design है, apparels है, apparels means clothes, car का या automobile, two-wheeler का या cycle का जो design है, that can be protected under something called as a industrial design. So these are separate types of IP right. We'll try to understand all these types of IP rights one by one. Let us start with copyright. Copyright is a protection for original work of authorship. It gives you a protection for work that is your own. See, the most important thing about copyright is that it has to be original work actually. If it is original work, in that case only you can get a copyright for that. As well as one more condition for copyright is that unlike other type of IP right, like for example patents है, वहां पे आपको registration mandatory है, मतलब आपको register करना पड़ता है. Copyright का ऐसा नहीं है. मेरी 9 साल की बेटी जो painting या कोई drawing करती है, the moment she creates it, if it is original, then she owns the copyright for that. जो research article आप लिख रहे हो, जो article आप newspaper में publish कर रहे हो, या फिर जो आर्टिकल आप रिव्यू आर्टिकल आप लिख रहे हो, all that is automatically, the moment it is created, उसका राइट्स ऑटोमेटिकली आपके पास होता है. बट when we actually provide that article to a journal or a book, in that case unfortunately you are assigning the copyright to the publisher or that बुक का जो भी पब्लिशर हो गया, जर्नल का जो पब्लिशर होगा, उसको आप राइट्स दे रहे हो. दैट मीन्स द ऑल्दो यू आर एन ऑथर, आपके आप एज अ ऑथर आपका ही नाम आएगा, बट अगर उससे कुछ कमर्शियल बेनिफिट, बिजनेस एक्सप्लॉयटेशन होता है, you won't have any right. It would be the publisher, book publisher only who would have the right for that, and on that condition only the publishers publish the book. We have novels, poems, कोई पोएट है, नॉवेल राइटर है, पेंटर है, ड्राइंग है, फोटोग्राफ्स है, जैसे हमारा लाइक यू नो विल सी लॉट्स ऑफ एग्जांपल, स्कल्पचर है, ड्रामेटिक वर्क है, नाटक है, बेसिकली रेफरेंस वर्क है, न्यूज़पेपर है, कंप्यूटर प्रोग्राम है, डेटाबेसेस है, as I mentioned, entire film industry, sound recording, broadcasting, music, choreography, everything is part of copyright. Architecture, advertisement, maps, technical drawings, charts, plans, everything is part of copyright. We'll see some examples here of copyright. The first is Mr. Arnab Goswami. Everyone knows, moved from Times Now to Republic TV, right? Very like you know, I would say enthusiastic anchor as far as news anchoring is concerned. Now, when Arnab Goswami shifted from Times Now to Republic TV, he started with the Republic TV. That point of time, Times Now sent a legal notice to Arnab Goswami that he has stolen the intellectual property of the channel and used it on Republic TV. What had happened? There were two cases, separate cases actually. In one case, the nation wants to know. I think everyone knows this particular term, which was made famous by Arnab Goswami. Actually, the nation wants to know. Times Now alleged that the nation wants to know ka jo rights hai, they are with Times Now and not with the Republic. That was one case. In second case, Times Now alleged that. Now, what happened to the case is a different thing. Okay, what we are trying to understand, where is it applicable? In second case, Times Now said when Arnab Goswami was part of Times Now, that point of time he had access to two videos. दो videos का उसको access मिला था जो उसने उस time पे लिए थे, and unfortunately he has taken those videos along to Republic TV and उसने Republic TV पे वो news चलाया. Although he had access to those news items or the videos when he was part of Times Now. When an employee leaves one organization and moves to other organization, and if he has got something during the tenure of the employment at a particular organization, that point of time, the intellectual property rights, something like copyright for an article, may be with respect to that particular organization only. As well as in many cases, it happens that a scientist has worked in a lab in a particular organization. After some days, he moves to new college, new institute, new university. He publishes a research paper there or a review article based on a study that was done at the college level as such. Now, that may be considered as like you know against the intellectual property laws as such. We had another example, as I mentioned, about Mr. Kumar Vishwas. Kumar Vishwas is a poet as well as he has a YouTube channel. What Kumar Vishwas did is he uploaded a YouTube video on the YouTube channel. And suddenly that particular channel, that particular video went viral. He realized that there was a tweet by Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan ने tweet किया था कि मेरे copyrights infringe हो रहे हैं. Now, what is the connection here between this? What the connection herein is that the Kumar Vishwas, used a poem which was written by Mr. Harivansh Rai Ji Bachchan, जिसके copyrights Mr. Harivansh Rai Ji Bachchan के पास थे. And let me tell you, IP right, just like your other rights, other property can be inherited as well. हरिवंश राय जी बच्चन के बाद वो rights came to Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan felt that मेरे rights infringe हो रहे हैं, तो मेरा copyright है. Kumar Vishwas cannot use that particular poem in a video which he's, because Kumar Vishwas is actually doing it for commercial reasons. अगर वो क्लास में पढ़ाते हुए कोई हरिवंश राय जी बच्चन की पोएम पढ़ा रहा है, so that is absolutely fine. But then when he is doing it for commercial reasons, that point of time it won't be allowed as such. So these are some of the examples of copyright. We have so many examples. There was a very famous case of Delhi University जहाँ पे Xerox machine, जो Xerox photocopying machine का owner है in the Delhi University campus, he was providing the entire, what he had done, पूरी बुक के Xerox निकाल के रखे थे, जिसको जो चाहिए वो लेके जाओ. The publisher lobby, they filed a legal suit against that particular shop as well as the administration, because they were allowing, because the copyright are with the publishers without their permission. So there is something called fair use. आप कितना fairly उसको use कर रहे हो, कितना आप उसको allow कर रहे हो with respect to uses as such. Fair use means आप अगर teaching में कर रहे हो 10 page out of 1000 अगर photocopy ले रहे हो, that is absolutely fine. That may be considered as a fair use. But when we are actually like, you know, taking the entire book as such, as well as when we are actually doing it for commercial reasons, that point of time we may be kind of using the copyright of others. That is something which is crucial as such. Now, this is all about copyright. The first type of IP right that we saw is copyright. Second type of IP right is trademark. Trademark is for sign, indicator used by an individual, business organization, any legal entity to identify the products and or services as such. जैसे मेरा कंपनी का नाम पैटलेक्स बिजनेस सॉल्यूशन है, हमारा जो लोगो है, हमारा जो नाम है, that may be part of trademark as such. So we have lots of examples. There are very famous case, मराठी बाणा. अशोक हांडेंचा हा एक खूप फेमस प्रोग्राम है. Those of you who are from Maharashtra, if you understand Marathi Bana is a program which is run by Ashok Hande. What happened is Shimaru came up with actually a television channel named Marathi Bana. And Ashok Hande realized, hey, this is a brand which he has created over a period of time, right? He has been doing lots of programs under Marathi Bana, and suddenly someone like, you know, a music company or a production house, Shimaru, wants to use that. Now what happens is, unfortunately, Ashok Hande did not protect it under trademark. Unfortunately, उन्होंने नहीं किया था. ट्रेडमार्क का रजिस्ट्रेशन इज मैंडेटरी, आप कभी भी कर सकते हो, बट देन ऑल्सो गेटिंग द ट्रेडमार्क इटसेल्फ इज अ टफ टास्क एट टाइम, स्पेशली द वर्ड मार्क. आपका जो लोगो है उसको इजीली मिल सकता है. ओके, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने जैसे आपका इंस्टीट्यूट का लोगो की बात किया कि दैट सन विद द नेम एंड ऑल, लाइक, यू नो, in that case it is possible, but if you do that, then that is like much better as such. So in this particular case, the case went to court. Ashok Hande filed a lawsuit against Marathi Bana Shimaru company, but the court was of opinion that first of all, you have not registered the trademark. Second thing is that if you file, there is a less chance of getting it as well, because it's a very general kind of terminology that is being used. So you cannot have it for Marathi Bana, and unfortunately, we have that new channel called Marathi Bana. Now, Shimaru doing it intentionally or unintentionally is a different thing. Whether the trademark would have been granted or registered to Ashok Hande ji, that is also a different thing. what we are trying to understand is trademark can actually kill your brand at times, because your competitors may use your brand, your name, your logo, your phrase. For example, I'm loving it, McDonald's जे आहे, कुठलाही logo, any letter, color pattern, brand name, word like Google, you cannot simply call any product as Google. Google owns it actually. So we have different types of trademarks, which may be a logo, like you see, Apple is a logo actually. I am loving it. The tagline for that is also a part of a trademark. We have IBM as a name, letter, and color pattern, which is also a logo. We have brand name like Pepsi, which is also a logo, which is also a trademark. Word like Google, as I mentioned, we cannot call any product as Google. Google would come after you and file a suit against you in that case, right? So that's all about trademark. So what we saw is, first is the copyright, then trademark. We have third, very important as far as rural India is concerned, the third kind of IP right, that is called a geographical indication. Now when we say geographical indication, it is a sign on goods that have a specific geographical origin and possess qualities, reputation, or a characteristics that are attributable to that place of origin. मतलब आप जिस लोकेशन से हो वहां की अगर कोई चीज फेमस है, like for example when we say महाबलेश्वर स्ट्रॉबेरी, right? अभी महाबलेश्वर स्ट्रॉबेरी का यूनिकनेस जो टेस्ट है उसका, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द लोकेशन, वहां की जो लैंड है, वहां का जो क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन है, in that case that gives its unique taste for the product, and that's the reason this can be protected under something called as geographical indication. GI has lots of examples. In fact, GI is something which the news media really loves, because they would call it Mahabaleshwar strawberry la patent milala. That's not the right term. GI is different from patent actually. We have examples like Paithani sari ahe, Nashik grapes ahe, Solapuri chadar, Kolhapuri chappal, even the Alphonso mangoes from Konkan area, or what we call Sindhudurgacha hapus is different from, let's say, Ratnagiricha hapus. Both can get a separate GI. Sindhudurga or in Latur also nowadays we see Devgadcha hapus amba अशी पाटी असलेली बरेचसे shops आहेत actually, right? So actually what is important for a geographical indication is that उस प्रोडक्ट का जो क्वालिटी है, that has to have something to do with the local soil, local climate, or local conditions as well. Or for example, Kolhapuri chappal. In case of Kolhapuri chappal, there are skilled workers in Kolhapur who can only make those chappals. The rights, what we also call as community rights, should be provided to them, and geographical indication provide you those community rights as such. Now this is very critical as far as the rural economy is concerned as such. For the agriculture product, for the, like for example, the handicraft product or local manufacturers है किसी location का, we have lots of example like Kashmiri pashmina है, Bikaneri bhujia है, Malihabadi dashari आम है यूपी से, Darjeeling tea है. Even we have examples like Salem fabric and all, which are actually, like, you know, some examples which are for like, you know, the geographical indication. Now who can file for geographical indication? जर मी लातूरचा, if I am from Latur, I cannot get the GI for a product from Latur. Now it has to be a local manufacturers association only, or local community, or I would say local community, or I would say also any local I would say a college can go for that. As such, agriculture college, APMCs, they also can actually go for that particular GI, and the rights are not with one person, the legal rights are with the entire community. Now for example, Devgad hapus is actually produced at Devgad, and or, like, you know, If I have some mangoes which are grown in my farm in Latur, I cannot call them as a Devgad Hapus. Now that is the actual difference that makes GI very crucial for local manufacturers or the local agricultural product, handicraft product, local manufactured product. So this is all about a geographical indication. They are community rights as such, and you can actually have lots of examples for GI. You can, every location, India is such a diverse country. Every location has at least something which is unique to that particular location that you can very easily protect under something called as geographical indication. Okay, now, so this is the third type of IP right that we have seen. The fourth type of IP right is industrial design. Industrial design is actually about external appearance for a particular product. That means कैसा product कैसा दिखता है. As such, what happens is when we have a product which we buy based on the looks. For example, हम लोग we buy the clothes actually, right? It's just based on the external look, कैसा दिखता है उस पे. या फिर I'll tell you another example is ज्वेलरी शॉप में जब जाते हैं, लेट्स से हमको कोई रिंग खरीदना है, राइट, अंगठी विकत घ्यायची. दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम what happens is actually every ring is made of gold and it would maybe have a diamond as such, right? But then based on that design the price varies, and that is dependent on actually the external design only. The price is determined, and that's how we buy or purchase as well. So those products which are like kind of dependent on the external design or looks of a product. I'll tell you two examples. One is, कभी हमने ये नोट किया है कि जैसे मारुति का कार का डिजाइन है एंड Hyundai का कार का डिजाइन, या होंडा की कार का डिजाइन या टोयोटा की कार का डिजाइन कभी सेम नहीं होगा. There are two reasons for that. One is that they are protected under something called as industrial design, as well as of course it's a luxury product. No one would like to have the same product, like something like the other company has actually got what we call typically as a branding strategy as such. But then industrial design protects your I would say the kind of external look of a product. We have Sabyasachi, who is one of the famous fashion designers in India. He also protects his garments under the industrial design. I'll also tell you, if we have any females in the audience, or even for the sake of males, like for example, jab especially when we go out for purchasing, when we want to buy something, especially let me give you an example of mine as well. जब हम लोग like when I go along with my sister or my wife to buy a sari, उस time पे one of the major issues with the I would say is that जो साड़ी इनको पसंद आती है ना, उसका कलर कभी नहीं पसंद आता, एंड जो कलर पसंद आता है वो कभी डिजाइन पसंद नहीं आएगा. तो ऑलवेज द क्वेरी वुड बी, भैया ये कलर उस डिजाइन में दिखाओ. ये जो डिजाइन बोलते हैं ना हम, दैट इज प्रोटेक्टेड अंडर समथिंग कॉल्ड एज इंडस्ट्रियल डिजाइन, एक्सटर्नल अपीयरेंस और लुक ऑफ अ प्रोडक्ट. फॉर एग्जांपल, ये जो प्रोडक्ट है जो आपके सामने दिख रहा है सब्यसाची का, this particular product is actually part of a design. No one can copy this. Actually, IP create monopolies. Monopolies may not be good for the society as such. For example, I think I should take it to patents, and then I can more specify about the monopolies as well as the kind of advantages or I would say disadvantages as far as the patent rights are, the monopoly rights are concerned. Now, patents are for basically for inventions provided for a limited period of time, creating like the monopolies again. Now, patent rights create monopolies, or all IP rights create monopolies. Monopolies are never good for the consumers. For example, मेरे को एक ही option किसी चीज का है, that is not good for me as a consumer. Now, what is important here to understand is that the monopoly created is only for a limited period of time. It is just, patent is just for 20 years. What you are adding is as such, what you are adding is in the ecosystem, you are allowing the people to put their inventions in public disclosures. Means आपका invention जो है वो public domain में आ रहा है. You are adding something to the society actually. जो आप research कर रहे हो, that would be available to each and everyone after 20 years. If I'll tell you what now, in this pandemic, Corona, COVID-19, what has happened is everyone is sitting at, because of the lockdown, we are sitting at home just because of one reason, that no company could do research for a drug which would be used for the Corona or COVID-19 treatment. But then the kind of, I'm a pharmacist, I have worked with pharma industry for long. What it requires is almost 15 to 20,000 crore rupees to discover a new drug and take it to the market. If we don't promote innovation, no one is going to innovate. And everyone would be like, अगर मैं आज 15,000 करोड़ रुपया डाल के कोई नया ड्रग लेके आ रहा हूँ, नेक्स्ट डे कोई कंपनी उसको कॉपी कर रही है, how would that be actually like, you know, possible? Everyone would stop innovating. Would we use the same 2000 या 2001 या 2 में जो मोबाइल हैंडसेट्स थे जिसमें सिर्फ कॉलिंग एंड एसएमएस था, would we use those today? No, everyone, you want iPhone, you want Android का नया version, everyone wants that. We want more innovations coming in the domain. Patent rights, although monopoly rights, they promote the innovation by providing you the kind of I would say monopolies for restricted period of time or limited period of time. This is way more important compared to actually the monopolies. As such, you are adding the knowledge to the ecosystem or to the as such, so you are actually adding something from your research lab. In that case, what you are getting is patents. Patents or the inventions are actually owned by like the inventors or their assignees. Assignees means, for example, if you're working in a college, in that case, the legal ownership would be with the college if you have IPR policy in place as such. It is UGC. I think UGC came up with this proposal to have, like, you know, it was a draft guideline in September 2019 that every institute should have an IPR policy in place. Of course, as it's my business, there is a conflict in terms of I also guide about designing an intellectual property rights policy for a particular institute. We are working with lots of government as well as non-government universities as well as educational institutions to like kind of have their IPR policy prepared as well as implemented properly. So patent rights are for inventions. So what we have seen actually is lots of types of intellectual property rights. For example, first we saw copyright, then we saw trademark, then we saw geographical indication, then we saw industrial design, and lastly we are saying the patent right. Patents are for whom? Patents are for corporate, the research-based industries, pharmaceutical industry, biotechnology industry. There are so many industries which are dependent on patent as such. Beyond that, patents are for universities. We have got so many universities filing so many patents nowadays. We have got it for startups, the students even, and the individual inventors. Let me tell you, being in Latur, we filed a patent for a particular person who is a farmer, 8th pass hai to. So patent office would never actually ask you for the kind of education or where do you belong, what is your background and all. Invention, research, innovation is open for everyone. Anyone can do that. Have a great idea, and we are working for some of those products as well. Jahan pe the products are patent protected and they are generating good business as well. Okay, so patent is for universities, corporates, students, individual inventors, startups as such. So this is what I think I have as far as types of IPR are concerned. I have just one or two things. I think we have got most of the people who are from academics. So I thought of discussing this best practices as such as far as innovation is concerned. We have got this thing called as innovation Dropbox. जैसे हमारे यहाँ complaint box होता है वैसे ही ideas generate करने के लिए innovation Dropbox. This is a live idea, as well as we have creative thinking workshop which we conduct for lots of colleges. We have annual events or hackathons or competitions as well. And like the students need role models actually. One of these institutes, one of my client institute actually, I would say what they did is they got their students' photos in the college premises, which was really, I would say, very much impressive as far as the role model, because students usually need role models for, like, this was considered as a best practice. That's it. As far as entrepreneurship, see, all these things are related to innovation, and entrepreneurship is actually dependent on innovation nowadays. So lots of educational institutions have actually got internships at startups for the students, or they are developing the incubation centers as well. And there are concepts like Campus Connect, जहाँ पे आप annual competition organize करते हो, and what happens is you are providing the students with an opportunity to actually kind of, I would say, sell those products at your campus as well. So that may be something which would be really crucial as far as entrepreneurship is concerned. Let me take a moment to tell you about Patlex Business Solutions as an organization. We are working with lots of educational institutions like pharmacy, law, engineering, science, arts, commerce, universities. We had a memorandum of understanding, MOU, signed with SRTM University in Nanded for conducting IPR awareness programs, as well as we have got lots of MOUs with different universities as well as the educational institutions. Of course, it's part of it is a business as such. We have lots of clients who are into corporate, startup, incubation centers, as well as industry chambers. As far as educational institutions are concerned, we are providing NAAC and NBA support, but not the full consultancy for NAAC and NBA. What we are doing is we are providing trainings. We have got joint courses. We have got MOUs signed with these institutions. We do lots of patent filings. We help the student getting mentored, or we provide them entrepreneurship opportunities at the local level as well. We provide them right kind of mentoring as such. So that's what I've done with my first presentation. Because we have got lots of questions, let me take those questions, and then I'll be moving to my next session on entrepreneurship. But before that, I think what I need is I need to take the questions as such, if there are any. So let me start with the questions. So I think there are lots of good morning messages. Then we have a question from Bhaskar Tripathi. Can this recording be shared with the audience after the session? Absolutely, yes, we are sharing it. And we would be actually putting it on a YouTube channel. That link we'll be sharing with everyone. This was from Bhaskar Tripathi. Then we have got lots of messages. Morning. Okay. Thank you, Rajesh Bole. Useful session. I think if I have an algorithm, that would be part of copyright, Bhaskarji, not patent as such. Softwares are not allowed to be patented, Mr. Bhaskar Tripathi, as such. So algorithms, or what we call web coding, usually are part of a copyright as such, and it cannot be ever part of the patent system as such. Okay, so I think that's what I have got. Not many questions as such. But then what is important here to understand is, yes. Algorithm, although it includes some method. See, I'll tell you what, softwares are not allowed. Web coding is not allowed. If you come up with a device, what we call typically as a hardware based on that software, then in that case you can get a patent for that. But again, therein the condition is that that device has to be new. That device has to be new actually, then only you can actually go for that Bhaskarji actually. So that is something which is crucial. What is important to understand here is what type of IP right is suitable for you. It's just not about patent, it's just not about copyright or trademark or GI or design. What is the right kind of IP that works well for you? That is important to understand. Mr. Abdullah, how to register for copyright as a researcher when I publish a journal? I think there is some confusion. How to register for, so copyright register, I think you have to take help of a lawyer to actually, like, you know, researcher, like, you know, to go through the copyright protection as such. If you are a researcher, in that case, what is important is आपका जो copyright agreement है ना with the research journal, that you confirm actually what it says. Most of the times, or many of the times, what happens is they don't allow, you don't have the copyright for that. The publisher would be keeping the copyright for that. That's it. Okay. Nilima Patil, the question is that names of two shops are same, but shops are for different purpose. Then it is infringement of trademark or not. Nilima Patil ma'am, actually, it all depends if what is the protection for the trademark is available, as well as there is something called as a class of a trademark based on which the protection is actually provided as such. Okay, so that's the answer to you. It may be infringement of a trademark if that particular trademark is available in different classes which cover those two particular separate shops as well. So this is from Nilima Patil. Dr. Rahul Kamble, plant tissue culture media is patentable. Rahul ji, I think yes. I'll just have to check, because this is biotechnology related product. This is possible actually to get it patented based on certain conditions and such. I think this is more of a personal query here, and like, you know, maybe we can take it over phone as well. I have mentioned my phone number right here. What you can do is you can just call me up. We can take it over phone instead of, because if you are really looking forward for filing a patent, I think discussing in a forum like this would kill the novelty for that particular patent as well. Okay, so that's the question from Dr. Rahul Kamble. Then we have Shekhar Chikkama. Copyright, no, Shekhar ji, the copyright registration is not mandatory. You can actually, like, you know, what I would say is we call as a de novo rights. The moment you create it, you have the right. But if you want to enforce the right against someone, मतलब आपको किसी को रोकना है यूज करने से, better go for the copyright registration as well. जहां पे आपको लगता है उससे बिजनेस आने वाला है, like for example YouTube चैनल है, आपका अगर कंटेंट कोई और किसी और ने YouTube चैनल पे डाल दिया, तो probably he would be earning money out of it, you would be losing money out of it. So you can actually do that. Okay, registration, but again, registration is not the end. The end is actually you need to fight it legally against that particular person so that he doesn't use that particular copyright as well. Madhukar Badguzar, what is the difference between Indian and international patent? Okay, very nice question, I would say. Indian patents, like patents are jurisdictional rights. आपका अगर इंडिया में पेटेंट है तो आपके राइट सिर्फ इंडिया तक restricted. There is nothing called international patent as such. हर country का अलग-अलग patent system है. There is nothing called global patent as well or international patent. हर country का, US का patent अलग है, Canada का patent अलग है, Australia, Germany, every country has got their own patent system. Then we have Kumar Vivek. If I want to register the intellectual property rights of a scientific project? I think this is a very vague or broader question. I would love to take this on phone rather than here. A reason being, as such concept, as such a project or an idea as such, if it is not commercializable as a product, then it cannot be protected under patent. But उस आइडिया का आप किस फॉर्म में कर रहे हो, फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू आर राइटिंग एन आर्टिकल ओवर इट, आपके पास उसका कॉपीराइट आ जाएगा. It can be done of course, but it all depends on how to do that. Then we have if I want to ये हो गया. Kalai Selvi, your message very constructive information provide through the session. Thank you so much. I think then Bhaskar Tripathi, typically how long does it take? Very I would say a critical question as far as academicians are concerned. Typically how long does it take to acquire a patent right in India? It depends on what kind of invention you have. A patent office has granted in few cases 8 से 10 महीने में a patent which is for expedited examination as well. But then normally it may take 3 to 4 years time as such. How to check the name of a company before applying for a trademark? This is coming from Bodhisattva Kundu, and I believe this actually you can check on the trademark website as such. Trademark website, trademark search is available free of cost. So this is Bodhisattva's. Then we have a question from Rajeshwari Sangapari. If I patent in India, can it be used in US without my consent? Absolutely yes, that is possible. आपको हर कंट्री में आपको पेटेंट फाइल करना पड़ेगा, तभी आपको हर कंट्री में राइट्स रहेंगे. लिमिटेड पीरियड ऑफ पेटेंट इज 20 years. सो व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स सर? शेखर, जैसे ट्रेडमार्क इज परमानेंट है, 10 साल बाद रिन्यूअल होता है, पेटेंट का रिन्यूअल नहीं होता. कॉपीराइट जैसे इंडस्ट्रियल डिजाइन 10 years का होता है, जीआई परमानेंट होता है. कॉपीराइट जो होता है, जो ऑथर है जैसे हरिवंश राय जी बच्चन, उनकी डेथ के बाद 60 years तक कॉपीराइट रहता है. Okay, Shekhar, I think that answers your question. Then as well, Kumar Vivek, what is traditional knowledge? Why is it important to safeguard it with respect to pharmaceutical patenting? Kumar Vivek ji, I can speak for an entire day on this particular topic that you have mentioned. Traditional knowledge is something which is available. Lot of knowledge which is not available in the public. It is available in the public domain, but not in the written format or like not in textbooks or something. बट जो हमारे पीढ़ियों से चला आ रहा है, ओके, ट्रेडिशनल नॉलेज, उसको ट्रेडिशनल नॉलेज बोलते हैं. इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू सेफगार्ड इट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू फार्मास्यूटिकल पेटेंटिंग. रीजन बीइंग it is not the property of one individual as such, as a community or as a country, or for example जैसे tribal communities at specific locations, like they own that particular knowledge, and it is not because IP is creating monopolies, right? And if your traditional knowledge is part of monopoly, that is not actually good for the society or community as such. So that's my answer to you. Then we have Mrs. Suma Reddy. Can we acquire patent for our research paper? If so, how? Absolutely yes, we are doing it with lots of educational institutions. We filed more than 100 patents in last 3 years for your research. Only thing required is आपका research paper publication से पहले आपको patent file करना पड़ेगा. Otherwise, you cannot get a patent for that. Okay, you can get in touch with us for that particular query, Mrs. Suma Reddy. One author got copyrights particular article, but I did not know and read that particular article, so I also prepared same article. Then what can I do? Srinivas Dadigala, I'll tell you something. When you have this kind of questions, lack of awareness, knowledge about a particular thing cannot be a defense in legal case. Like for example, chori karna is a crime actually, right? Theft is a crime. But if I go to a country jahan pe like I don't know what else is a crime. For example, shaking hand may be considered as a crime there. If I don't know, still I would be actually having that I may be infringing, or I may be liable for the punishment whatever is available. In your case, अगर आपको नहीं पता है, that is your fault that you couldn't get that article. Anyway, you won't get a copyright for that as such, because it is not the original work of authorship. IP works on a principle that first to file, जो पहले file करेगा उसको उसके rights मिलेंगे. Okay, I think that answers your question, Srinivas ji. Then we have Arvind Kurkure. Thank you so much, sir, for your comments. Any search engine system to search the patent? Shekhar Dikshit, absolutely yes. There are lots of free patent. Google patent है available है. Indian Patent Office का website है जहाँ पे सब चीजें free of cost available है as such. Then I think I'm done with the questions as such for this particular session. What I'll do is I'll just hand this over for a couple of minutes to Kishorji Wagmare. Let me take in the meantime, let me take a kind of 1 minute short break. Kishorji, are you there? I have requested you to join for the session. Kishorji, over to you. Before I start with the next session. Yes, Kishorji.
हेलो।
Yes, Kishorji.
हाँ सर जी, वीडियो ऑन करो जरा। हाँ, हो गया ऑन। थैंक यू सर।
Yes, please. Yeah.
हेलो।
Yes, please. You can speak, Kishorji. You can speak.
Sir, it is a very outstanding lecture delivered by you. I ever not seen like your lecture. It is a very outstanding. And what type of the you just given the minutes, the question section and answer that. I appreciate your knowledge, sir.
I think we have lost connect with him. We have lost connect with Kishorji. Let us see if he can rejoin in the meantime. Okay, so I think let me start with the next session, as well as we have one more question from Ravi Sankar. Tell me about patent agent, how to become patent agent, what is the exact role of them? Okay, very nice question. I would say this. Patent agent is not a lawyer. Someone like me जो science background से है, he can be a patent agent. होता क्या है, आपको जब legal rights चाहिए आपके invention के लिए, research के लिए, that point of time, what happens is when you go to a lawyer, and if the lawyer is from arts or commerce background, so what happens, like for example, at times I may not understand the art as such, so similarly they may not be in a position to understand the actual software. अगर मेरे पास कोई software लेके आता है तो I may not understand, right? Similar way से if you have to protect your invention, in that case lawyers cannot do that, if they can't understand the invention. Patent office allows patent agent as such to work in front of the patent office. They can file the patent and all. Patent agent का Ravi Shankar ji actual में exam होता है which is conducted by Government of India as such. That Government of India का उसका requirement basically is you should have a technical UG degree, science, engineering, pharmacy, doctors can do that. Only science people are allowed in that, because patent is a right which is techno-legal. Technical rights होते हैं वो, उसके legal rights होते हैं technology या research के. So that's why we have the concept called patent agent, which is registered patent agent is this is a concept. Not as a lawyer, but like it's not a lawyer, but it's a technical person like me, or like those of you who are typically from science background and who actually have qualified the patent agent examination. There is an exam. In fact, kal hi notification aaya. The exam was scheduled for 28th of June, but unfortunately because of the lockdown, now that exam has been postponed for some time as such. So that's what patent agent exam is about, Ravi Shankar ji. So let me take you through the next session on entrepreneurship. This is very important. Reason being that most of the educational institutions are actually struggling on this front. How to generate entrepreneurs, how to actually have the policy for our entrepreneurship, as well as what are the opportunities, especially locally. When we were speaking in the morning with the Honorable Joint Secretary Sir Shailendra Sir, as well as with the Honorable Principal Dr. Kakade Sir, that point of time we realize like there are lots of activities happening at the institute level in a like place like Vaibhavwadi as well. But then what is important is how to take it to the next level, as well as how to actually do it in a way that that would be helpful for everyone, and these are successful business ventures as well. We are going to speak about opportunities in services sector. I'm going to tell you about my story as well, or how I became an entrepreneur. I'm a first generation entrepreneur. मेरी family में कोई businessman नहीं है. I'm operating from a small town called Latur, and I think these are few of the things which make this very much essential as far as opportunities in the entrepreneurship is concerned. I'm going to speak about the services sector, and I'm going to tell you about the difference between a service sector as well as the product sector as such. What do we mean by service sector? It generally in any kind of business, usually the business is successful in three conditions. If you're the first one to provide that kind of product, so if you are the first one, म्हणजे तुम्हीच सर्वात पहिल्यांदा तेव्हा जेव्हा तो प्रोडक्ट एखादा मार्केटमध्ये घेऊन येता, that point of time your business or service would be successful. Second condition is the best one. If you are late entrant but you are the best one to provide that product or service. The third one is you are the unique one. आपका कुछ differentiation है, कुछ अलग है. And when we say about this differentiation or uniqueness, comes the role of intellectual property rights that can be protected for you, even if you are the first one in that case as well. Now, these are some of the, I think, basic requirements as far as businesses, because entrepreneurship is about business generation. It's about having the student self-sufficient as such on their own. Now, as far as entrepreneurship is concerned, in the services sector, we have e-commerce, entertainment, event management, trainings, placement, financial services, tourism sector, legal sector, as well as something like education sector also, jahan pe we are not providing like the product, we are not selling any product, but the product itself is kind of or the business is something called as a service sector. Entire Indian IT industry is based on the service sector, as they are providing the services to the other organization. All these CAs, lawyers and all, they are actually they come under the service sector. Now, what is the difference between a product and a service? This we need to understand, and then we'll understand how does why is it important to focus more on service sector when we are speaking about local opportunities at the tehsil, district level or rural area as such. First, if you see the food, we have two examples. एक है फूड प्रोडक्ट, जैसे फूड प्रोडक्ट्स पैकेज फूड्स आते हैं ना वो. दूसरा है कोचिंग क्लासेस as such, as a product for business. Now, for a food product, the investment required is really very high to start a business. For a service sector, the investment required is comparatively lower as such. Yeah, I'm sorry. So, to start with, जो food product में या product के लिए है, वहां पे investment required is really very high compared to service or class. Compared to that as well, if you see the kind of recurring cost that is required for the food or the product industry is way more higher compared to the services. Like for example, during this lockdown also, मेरा जो office cost है is very less as such. We are into services sector, except the office electricity bill and normally your internet connection bill. I have no other cost that I need to take care of it. But for a food product as such, or the product, there would be a lot of inventory. For example, जैसे कोई फूड प्रोडक्ट है जिसका कोई रॉ मटेरियल आपने ऑर्डर करके रखा हुआ है फॉर नेक्स्ट 2 months ऑर्डर ड्यूरिंग द लॉकडाउन, अनफॉर्चुनेटली you can't actually manufacture that product. That particular raw material is not available now. It is expired already, unfortunately. This is a huge loss. The recurring cost of manpower, the electricity and all that is really huge as far as the product is concerned. What is important to understand here is service sector provides a lot of opportunities. वहाँ पे recurring cost बहुत कम है. Loss and perishables in case of food products are really very high. In case of services, no. As well as the profit margins, if you see, जैसे 10% 15% profit margin पे food product industry work करती है कभी कभी. And in case of services, actually if you say like if I'm drafting a patent, let's say I'm charging 25,000 rupees, मेरा पूरा profit margin except that particular efforts of that particular day would be actually entire 25,000 rupees as far as patent filing is concerned. So that way profit margins in services sector are really very high compared to the food industry or the product industry. So comparison to a product industry, the services sector has got lots of advantages like profit margins, less loss and perishable, less recurring cost, less investment required. Now let us think about growth opportunities outside. As far as growth opportunities are concerned, I think more growth opportunities are available to the food product as such. It all depends on the kind of product you are selling. As far as services is concerned, actually growth opportunities are also higher, but then if you are using technology in that, then probably you would have more opportunities compared to product. For example, abhi main Latur mein baith ke I'm using technology. I'm actually providing services to a client in Rajasthan, Gujarat, Delhi, all across Maharashtra with every university, every college, almost at every location as such. So I'm using technology to make opportunities, growth opportunities zyada hai compared to food. But if you are doing it locally, a class, let's say, then in that case the opportunities would be comparatively lesser for you. Competition. One of the very key things about business is competition. In case of competition now, the food product industry would have a lesser competition because वो start करने के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा investment लगेगा. Everyone may not be in a position to do that. But just try to compare it with a local coaching class जो 10th और 12th standard की classes है. एक शुरू हो गया तो 10 आराम से शुरू हो सकते. It doesn't require much of the investment as well as it's very easy actually. So competition is really high in services sector. Who can survive in the competition is definitely the one who has got an upper hand or who is the best one or the unique one or the first one. Compliance as far as products are concerned is really very high. Like in case of food, you would have the Pollution Control Board, FDA, lots of other norms. In case of services, really very less, I would say, compliance as far as. Of course, जो income tax का compliance and financial compliance is exactly same as that in case of a product or a service sector as such. Geographical presence. In case of services, if you are using technology, then you would have a higher geographical presence, or you can actually reach all the quarters of the world as well. Pricing controls. Now there are lots of pricing controls as far as the products are concerned. Government का pricing control होता है. आपका जैसे vegetables पे है, आपका on your drug pricing and all. In case of services, मैं किसी को 10,000 charge कर रहा हूँ या 1 lakh charge कर रहा हूँ for patent filing. There is no control over it by anyone as such. So services में आपका pricing control नहीं होता है as far. At times we like one particular singer may charge you 4 or 5 lakhs for 2 या 3 घंटे के लिए, right? It's all about coming under services sector as such, right? Now entertainment industry comes under services sector. We have one example of YouTube channels जहाँ पे people earn almost 3 to 6 lakh rupees based on the YouTube channel as such. These are some of the examples actually I'm put. Per month 6 lakh रुपया YouTube channel से कमा रहा है. It's a service sector basically, right? So this is one option, and of course, as I mentioned, this entire video we would be putting on our YouTube channel, which you can actually see as well whenever you require it, right? and we'll be sharing the link with each and every one of you. So in case of YouTube channel, the earning is through actually I would say the advertisements as well as the product reviews as such. So that helps you in terms of understanding the revenue model for YouTube channel. YouTube channel शुरू करने के लिए सिर्फ Gmail account लगता है, locally कहीं से भी हो सकता है. So that is something. We have the outsourcing industry, the entire outsourcing industry like TCS, WNS, Genpact, Wipro, Infosys, all these companies, they are into outsourcing, they are into service sector only. Look at the way they have grown actually. So the opportunities are immense as such. We have also something called blogging. We also have a blog called Pharma Literati, the brand which we own for pharma related activities. Bloggers also earn money out of it. Now that is something which is really crucial. Blogging doesn't require anything else. You can use technology. आपका जैसे आपकी जैसे कुकिंग है, आपकी कोई हॉबी है, फॉर एग्जांपल आप कुकिंग करते हो, अलग अलग डिशेस ट्राई करते हो, put it on Blogger, put it on YouTube. You can earn money out of it at the end of the day if you can actually, if your products are good and if there is a immense traction coming to it as well. So that is pretty much possible. People are doing it, and there are live examples as I have already mentioned. Let me tell you what we do as Backlegs, what is our journey, how did we start as an entrepreneurship, because most of the times entrepreneurship bolna is one thing and karna is a different thing. As I mentioned, I worked in pharma industry for 13 years. Then I started my own business venture 3 years back. Now, working with incubation center, colleges, corporates, startups, when we actually, so this is something I would say, what we are doing, we have signed MOUs, we do patent filing, training, incubation and entrepreneurship, as well as we have courses, joint courses as well with the institution, which help them in NAC and NBA as such. Now, what is important here to understand is about the entrepreneurship, and I'm going to tell about my journey as well here. First of all, entrepreneurs are not their own bosses. It is like, we may feel like, but then we are dependent on the clients. When we are providing the service sector, then you are dependent on the clients. आपका value addition क्या हो रहा है उसके ऊपर आपका business generate होता है. Entrepreneurs never know what they are doing. आगे क्या होने वाला है नहीं पता है. When I started, I had a startup called FlexiTutor, which failed really miserably. Failure I have seen 3 years back, and after that, now I'm in a position to at least run my business independently as such. And so there are lots of things which come to in the journey of an entrepreneur, which are kind of really very difficult as such. When I speak with lots of my friends currently, this lockdown period has actually killed so many businesses. As unfortunately, this is beyond anyone's control as such, right? So these are things which are very crucial for as far as your journey or entrepreneurship is concerned. Entrepreneurs don't quit. This is absolutely a wrong statement. We quit. We generally people so, but यहाँ पे ये है कि we quit, we fail as well, as I mentioned, but what is important is how you can actually move to the next level after the failure. See, let me comment unfortunately on the education system. Education system we are more dependent on the marks or grades. What we tell the student is to succeed. What I would suggest, what my experience has been, especially in the startup domain, if you fail once and if you know how to actually come out of that failure, in that case you would never fail. You would definitely succeed at some point of time as such. अगर इस stage पे आपको early stage पे failure मिल रहा है, तो you would have more learnings out of it. If a student gets failed at a school level, ideally it shouldn't happen as such, but then in that case, what is important for us as an academician is that student, if he can come up out of that, then probably he would have seen the failure, he would have come out of that, and any kind of failure that comes in actually the world, he can face it really very easily as such, right? Because it's good that when the students are young, or I would say if they fail at that point of time, jahan pe aapko opportunity hai to rebuild. But in case of business, what is important is if you fail miserably, there may not be an opportunity to rebuild as such, as far as business is concerned, or entrepreneurship is concerned. Entrepreneurs always take huge risks. This is another statement I would say, which is kind of wrong, I would say. They take risks, but they take mostly the calculated risks as such. It is not always like a huge risk. So it's not like that. Based on our assumptions, based on our understanding, based on our failure stories, based on our like I would say, what we have done abhi tak, jo bhi seekha hai, based on that we take the calls or the risks as such. Entrepreneurship is fun. Let me tell you, it's not the case. Entrepreneurship is never a fun. Entrepreneurship is not a fun. At times you have to work till 4 a.m. Last night my assignment got finished at 3 a.m. I had to come to office at 9, unfortunately. But that's absolutely fine. I mean, that's the part and parcel. Entrepreneurship is something which is, I would say, a long journey, wherein you may definitely have some fruits at the, like, at the later part of the journey. But initially, आपको बहुत hard work करना पड़ता है. I never remember as an individual that मैं जब job करता था तब 10-12 घंटे से कभी ज़्यादा काम किया होगा. But as an entrepreneur, I still remember when I started in 2017, at one point of time, unfortunately, for the first time in my entire 37 years life, I had to work for 24 hours. बहुत सी बार ऐसे होता है, रात भर assignments करके दिन भर talks देने. This happens. This is very common as such. As far as entrepreneurship is not a fun. It's not weak man's or weak hearts game, I would say, as far as entrepreneurship is concerned. Entrepreneurship requires huge funding. Another, I would say, a kind of a misconception. You don't require much funding to start with the entrepreneurship or your own business. What is required is, we suggest to students start in first or second year when they start their studies to have an idea and to start with the entrepreneurship kind of stuff. In 3 years time, if they fail, that's absolutely fine. They have learned a lot. They still have their degree and they can move on with their life. If they succeed, out of 100, if one person succeeds, that's your contribution as an institution or as an ecosystem for the entire world as such, because you have generated a student who is not asking for a job, but he is self-sufficient. Entrepreneurship is not about creating big companies, big ventures and all. Entrepreneurship at local level may be creating students who are self-sufficient. They are not asking for a job. That's what entrepreneurship may be, as far as service sector, or what I am actually trying to tell you. Entrepreneurs are usually rich. A very, very, I would say, statement which is biased, rather. It is not the case. Entrepreneurs, it all depends what kind of success you have achieved, as what you're doing with the business and how you are actually growing as well. Entrepreneurs have to be connected. They have to be connected with the big people and all. I don't think that is the case. But what happens is, actually, I'll tell you, when you're an entrepreneur, if you get an opportunity, right kind of opportunity, then probably you would have that kind of connects as well during your journey as well. As I mentioned, in my 3 years journey, there were very few people initially who supported as such, as well as there would be I would say I was not much connected as well at any point of time to anyone as such, socially, as well as, like, I would say, professionally, I'm connected with, kind of, mera circle bahut kam tha. But still, the journey itself is inspiring. The journey itself is what I love to do, actually, and that's the reason during this particular journey, then what you get. So last statement is also not correct. Entrepreneurs have to be connected. They need to know good people, big people and all. No, that's absolutely, I would say, not the correct statement as such. But then during your journey, you have an opportunity to meet good people. I would, of course, this is my last slide as far as this particular journey is concerned. Had an opportunity to, as I mentioned to Kakde sir as well in the initial, I would say, initial talk with the principal sir, had an opportunity to meet Honorable ex-minister Vinodji Tawde sir, who really helped us in terms of getting in touch with DTE. We had an opportunity to, on the very same day, if you see, we had an opportunity to meet Dr. Abhay Wagh sir, DTE director as such, and wherein we wanted to start with some activity with DTE. Unfortunately, it did not work, but that was, so we get an opportunity to meet good people, like I would say the positive people who are really inspiring. There are inspiring stories for us. This particular pick is something which what we have got is with the medical college as such. Of course, this was in Latur. We did it one program in Aurangabad as well at a medical college. A pharmacist teaching at medical college about innovation and entrepreneurship or intellectual property rights. That is something I would say is something which is kind of something which is really useful, or like, this was one of the most inspiring moments that I had actually during my journey. Then also what we had was Honorable Dr. Uddhav Bhosle sir, who is a Vice Chancellor of SRTM Nanded University, Swami Ramananda Tirtha Marathwada University. Although we are a very small company based in Latur, we had an opportunity to sign an MOU with Nanded University, which is a government university. I think many of you who are from the education ecosystem may understand how difficult it is to actually reach to a level jahan pe as a small venture, when you are doing it and reaching a government setup, or I would say having an opportunity to work with a government university as such. As I mentioned, during the early days, we were not even having the access to this, like I would say, some of the institutes which are local as well as private institutes. Now today, we have opportunities to work with some of the best institutes even in Mumbai as such. This has been kind of a journey. During this journey, we have learned a lot. We have actually done a lot of things. We have worked really hard to come up to a level jahan pe, I believe, based on our skill sets or based on our kind of activities we are involved into, people are believing us, although not knowing us. Means, for example, although Kakde sir actually, the entire staff of the institute, they heard me during the webinar or the 7 days program, but still, conducting a webinar at this point of time, with someone who is not associated with the institute, that's something which is really crucial. This photo is the fifth one, the one which I added, is in one of the major conferences in Delhi. I'm working with ASSOCHAM, which is the industry association, national level industry association. This was also part of my kind of inspiring journey. And lastly, we got an opportunity for these medical colleges actually to get in touch with Honorable Dr. Girish Mahajan sir, who was ex-medical education minister with the government of Maharashtra, and he provided us an opportunity to get connected with the Department of Medical Education and Research. Thereafter, we could conduct some of these intellectual property rights awareness program for few of the medical colleges as well. So this has been my journey, or kind of, I would say, entrepreneurship as far as I am concerned, and the kind of opportunities that we have got in the services sector specifically. Service sector has got really good opportunities locally, rural areas mein ye bahut possible hai, easy hai. You can do that. You can actually create an ecosystem right here at your institute as such, which would be really beneficial for you as a college, you as a I would say individual in your ecosystem, or in your educational campus as well. So I'm done with my session. I think we have lots of questions. Let me go through some of the questions. Thank you so much, Dr. Kapila Mahindra, for your nice comments. Thank you, Kishorji, for sharing this. Yeah, I think. Okay, I think there are no questions as such as far as the session is concerned. We had more for this particular session as such, there are no questions. What I do is I'll just try to hand this over the session to the organizers as such. Let me for a minute, let me also take you for those of you who would want my details. Of course, the entire session would be available on the YouTube channel. My phone number and the email address is available. Yes, Kumar Vivek, we would be sharing the YouTube channel ka entire video, but we cannot share the PPTs as such. But entire video would be available. You can watch through it, and you can, like, you know, if required, download that video as well whenever required, right? So, your Bodhisattva Kundu, you've done an amazing session. Thank you so much. Learned a lot. I think for me also it's a good learning to conduct the webinars as such, because frankly speaking, I conducted my first webinar 1.5 months back. मैंने webinars बहुत सारे attend किए थे. Webinars में one of the major issues is attention span लोगों का बहुत कम होता है. There is no interaction as such. But then as you say, like, you know, it's like a journey for me, which is a kind of a learning per se, you know. So we are in the process of learning as such, and I think that's how we can actually survive as well. Shekhar Chikama, after listening this webinar, feeling thank you so much. Of course, if you are if you want to be an entrepreneur, my best wishes to you as well. And how to revive position of service sector in current and forthcoming years. Now that is very broad question. This coming from Kalai Selvi. What I would suggest is what is important in this particular case is the sustainability as such. Business start karna easy hai, especially in the service sector. I think what I covered is the very first slide was, if you can satisfy any of these three conditions, you would be successful, or you can be actually surviving as such. If you are the first one with a new idea, if you are the best one in your sector, or if you are the unique one. Let's simply tell you, just say, like everyone eats vada pav. I think all the Maharashtrians know vada pav very well. वड़ा पाव की कौन सी शॉप पे जाते हैं हम? जैसे लातूरात पहिला वड़ा पाव जो आला तिथं सगळे लोक जायला लागले. Then when we have lot of वड़ा पाव shops here, जो एक ही है जो बेस्ट है, उसके पास हम जाते हैं खाने के लिए, उसका बिजनेस चलता है. Then someone came up with like, you know, a different variant of वड़ा पाव. वो अलग चटनी बनाया उसने, और उसमें कुछ अलग यूनिक बनाया. He is not the best one, but he is the unique one. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, टेस्ट चेंज करने के लिए वो वड़ा पाव के पास जाते हैं, राइट? सो दैट इज समथिंग, I think these are the conditions based on which you can actually survive as far as this particular sector is concerned. So Kishore ji is asking how to register my NGO logo as a trademark. I think trademark ka, like, you know, you would have a cost of around 10,000 for filing and registration of that particular trademark as such, but that can be done. Abdullah Sheikh, I'm a PG student. I want to start academy in it, that I'll teach typing skill and computer course and other skills program like trading investment. It can be considered as a startup business as such, Abdullah. Actually, what you can do is you can actually check with Startup India ka, Government of India ka website. All the details are available, whether you are eligible for being considered as a startup or not. For that, you can actually look into that particular website. I think I'm not the right person to comment on that, but yes, it can be considered as a startup as well. So I'm done with my session. While I'll just hand over the session to, let me check. We have got Kakade sir. Yes, Kakade sir. Kakade sir and Kishore ji, I have given access to both of you for audio as well as video. Kishore ji, just ensure that there is no lag as such, or internet connection is proper. Yeah, because there was. Please, over to you.
Internet connection is going on well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Your lecture was very outstanding. I would like to thanking you again and again. behalf of Anandibai Raurane College and a trustee of our college, I would like to give the session for vote of thanks.
Kumari sir, connect to.
Hello.
Kumari sir, connect to Swapnal.
Hello.
Sir, please connect to Swapnal for vote of thanks, sir.
Okay, okay, sir. Sir,
Your lecture is nice, sir.
So, Swapnal, kindly do the vote of thanks.
Yes, Swapnal, I have given you the access.
Hello.
Yes, Swapnal, you can start as well.
Yeah, sorry, sir. This is my Mrs. name. Myself, Mr. DM Sirsat,
Okay.
IQC coordinator of same college. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yes, you are audible. Please carry on.
Yeah, sir. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for this wonderful session. As all good things are come to an end in life, so is the webinar on behalf of Maharana Pratap Singh Shikshan Samstha, Mumbai, Anandibai Raurane Arts, Commerce and Science College, Vaibhavwadi. I take this opportunity to propose the vote of thanks to those who are directly and indirectly contributed to this webinar on intellectual property and entrepreneurship. At the outset, I would like to express my sincere thanks to today's resource person chief guest, Dr. Vijay Kumar Shivpuje sir, for delivering this nice and informative lecture. The lecture or overall session is very interactive and informative. We are really in line with this knowledge and presence. I would like to express our profound gratitude to our Joint Secretary, Mr. Shailendraji Raurane, for his presence in this webinar. I'm very much thankful to our management for kind support and motivation. I would like to thank our Honorable Principal, Dr. C.S. Kakade sir, for his moral support and guidance. I'm thankful to today's organizer, library, and Mr. Kishore Wagmare sir, Dr. Vijay Paithane sir, all teaching staff, non-teaching staff, Mr. Sanjay Raurane sir, and I'm special thankful to Ms. Deepali for the technical support. I'm very much thankful. I'm happy to express my sincere thanks to all participants. Without your participation, this is not possible. And lastly, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. I think, sir, Kakade sir, you want to speak something?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a good and nice lecture and useful.
Sir, I think there is a
link will be tomorrow, no?
right, sir?
Hello.
Sir.
Link will be get tomorrow, no?
Sir, before 4 you would get a video link via your email to each one of you. मेरे पास registration link आ चुका है, जिन का registration है उनको mail भेज दूंगा. You can share that link to everyone. Sir. So thank you so much, everyone. It was a pleasure. I must take this opportunity to thank the management, the Honorable Joint Secretary Sir, Shailendra Sir, who had joined us for the session, as well as the Honorable Principal Sir, Kakade Sir, as well as the entire organizing team from the Institute, which ensured this particular program goes very smoothly. Because as such, during the lockdown, if we are doing something like this, that would be really helpful. Hoping that everyone is staying at home in a safer conditions. Stay home, stay safe, and hopefully we would have an opportunity to meet one-to-one at some point of time in life. Thank you so much, everyone.